got somebody else on my freaking frequency. This is ridiculous, man. This is nuts. Whoever's watching, can you put something in the chat so I know who you are? The YouTube algorithm doesn't tell me who's watching. It just shows how many people are looking at it. I'm going to have to QSY to a different frequency now. I don't understand why these people do this. I don't get it. I'm on the POTA pages on 14059. Somebody said QRL. They were asking if the frequency is in use. W4YDY. North Carolina. Good morning. Good morning. I have to QSY because I got somebody else. I got somebody else on my frequency. If somebody can respot me, I'll tell you what frequency. I think I'm going to be on 14062. Let me just check. All right, 14062 sounds right. And somebody in this parking lot is running their car. Probably that idiot over there that's on the left of me. And I could hear his alternator, which sucks. And I even have the my narrow filter on, and I still hear him. If I put the noise blanker on and the DNR, I'm not going to hear anybody coming back to me. So, unfortunately, I have to suffer. But KD8LHR, he's one of my moderators. Okay, that's a good question. So what happened with Radio Shack is this. So Radio Shack they went bankrupt for whatever reason. You know, I mean, you got all these other companies online. Everything's online practically now. So what happened was Radio Shack got bought out by a company in Spain. So the company in Spain was getting a lot of emails because they kept the Radio Shack name. And a lot of companies, a lot of the emails that they were getting was, why'd you guys close? Why'd you take stores away from the US? Bing, bang, boom, bang, bang. So very, very slowly, the company that bought them out, that kept the Radio Shack name, started putting stores in Mexico, here, there, and everywhere. They got stores in, I think there's a store in Texas somewhere, and they're slowly adding stores to the United States, but they do have an online store. So if you look for Radio Shack online, you'll probably find it. You can order stuff from them online. But as far as the United States is concerned, they're very slowly adding stores. It would be nice if they brought one to New York again, because they used to have them all over New York. But I think they're adding stores as they see fit. But I believe that you can still purchase stuff on the online store, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I heard. So it is, I mean, it is what it is. The drones, I mean, personally, I haven't seen anything in New York. A couple of my buddies who live in Long Island, they said they've seen them flying in their area. I haven't seen anything in my area, but oh yeah, they're definitely not the same as the old days. I used to love going back to Radio Shack back in the day. I mean, they had, I mean, you name it, you wanted it, you needed it, it was there. If they didn't have it in stock, they'd either have it brought to them from another store. But now I got somebody on this frequency, so now I got a QSY again. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I'm telling you, I can't win. All right, we'll try it again. 14065. If you can spot me, Raj, I'd appreciate it. I don't even know if anybody's spotted on 14065 for POTA, because I can't look at my POTA page, because if I do that, I'm going to drop the live stream. That's the only thing that sucks about doing a live stream. I can't, it doesn't allow me to like minimize it and look at other stuff. The minute I get off the live stream, boom, it's done. It just drops. But I'm at 14065 as W2S/R1. But wait a minute, if I spotted myself and I call CQ again, it should, the RBN should pick me up and respot me. So let me try that. Is that WA8 VSD? Oh, VPD. Got it. Michigan. Yesterday, I was watching my live stream, Roger, the replay, and for like 10 contacts, and mind you, I had this right in front of me, and I guess it's because I'm so used to doing POTA and sending my home call sign, I just initially sent N2AKJ. But the good thing is when I logged it, I don't know how you log, with what logging program. I log with HAMRS, Hammers. And when you go to the POTA, the Parks on the Air template, it gives you it shows you my call sign, which is mine, obviously. And then you have the club call sign. So I put in W2S as the club call sign, which is great because even the people that I worked under my own call and not the W2S call, they still got credit regardless. So because I was the operator and I was using the club, the special event, so they got credit for both. So that worked out. Oh, man. V3UXJ. I can't sim for my life today. Ontario. Kilo 8 X-ray Charlie Oscar. Oh, it's morning. I thought it was afternoon. Holy smokes. But yeah, Radio Shack, they just don't, the online store, I don't think they have everything like they used to have in the store. I used to love it. You used to go into the back and you used to have that section where you could pull the trays out and lift the top up and you'd have all the little diodes and transistors and shit, all nice and, well, not really nice because everybody that pulls something out, they always end up throwing it in the wrong one, but at least you had it like somewhat kind of organized, and if you knew exactly what you were looking for, it'd be easy to find. And yeah, man, that's what sucks about like 2024 and shit. All the good shit that we used to have back in the day, all that crap is gone, man. Well, even the TV shows, I Love Lucy and the Honeymooners and all that shit. You know, they even cigarettes. You know, even cigarettes. You smoke. I mean, back in the day when I was smoking cigarettes, I mean, you used to have Chesterfield and you had Raleigh, Benson and Hedges. You had the menthol cigarettes, the more menthol cigarettes. It was the cigarette that was the brown cigarette. Used to have them. Used to have Viceroy. All those cigarettes. They, you don't really even see them anymore. I mean, it was just all the good shit from back in the day is gone, man. And the sad thing is, the new generation, they'll never experience ColecoVision, in television. W2I IIT. W2IIT. W2IIT. That's who that was. In New York. He was trying to rag chew at me. And I had to slow down to his speed. But I don't want to rag chew. I'm doing a Parks on the Air activation. I just want to get Your call sign, the exchange, boom, done. Next. That's how I want to do it. Now, the problem is if I started to rag shoot, what happens is if I have a pile up, which I obviously don't, but if I did, I start rag shooting with this one dude, everybody else is going to be like, F this. Obviously, they're talking now. I'm never going to get in there, and they're going to leave, and they're going to go somewhere else. I don't know if you... John, if you're watching, I can't go out of the live stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna whatchamacallit, I'm gonna end the stream. So that instant message is gonna have to wait. You would think there would be more people on trying to work me. I'm a special event station, but and I printed out like 4 pages thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to fill these things up. See, this is the reason why I was doing a phone activation on voice, because those I bang out in a heartbeat. I mean, I'll see if I can fill out. I mean, if the whole day is going to end up being like a washout like this with CW, I'm just going to go over to phone, because that's probably where everybody is. I just happened to get really lucky yesterday, I guess. I don't know. I gotta try to get the RBN to pick me up to respot me on the POTA page. So far, I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more if I want to get an activation, bare minimum. I don't have much of a choice, otherwise it's going to be a failed activation. This sucks. So, any more questions? Anybody want to ask any questions? Feel free. My sending sucks today for some reason. I don't know why. I can't even see myself spotted on the POTA page. If I try to go there, the live stream's going to end. W2IIT in New York. Or was that W2I? But he didn't say W2ITT. He just said W2IIT. Because there's another guy, his name is Rob, and he lives not far from me in the same town, and he's W2ITT. And at first, that's what I thought it was, but I'm like, wait a minute, he don't send that slow. So I knew right off the rip, as soon as I heard this guy sending slow, I'm like, that can't be him. Because I was anticipating I was going to hear the TT at the end, but it wasn't. I heard two I's and then a T. So I was like, okay, it's not him. Who else from my moderator team besides Roger is in here? Just put it in the comments so I know. I guess propagation is bad. I don't know. I didn't even look at the propagation report either today. I'm batting 1,000. I'm already half an hour into the activation, and I only got, I think 6. I got 7. I need 3 more. Man, oh man, oh man. I really don't want to end the live stream. I'd rather have somebody respot me. Makes my life easier. Oh man, guys, I don't know. I may have to go to voice. It seems like that's where everybody's at. Everybody's on phone. I'd much rather sit here and do code, but I noticed when I was doing phone, I was banging them out left and right. But I don't want to have to get back out of the car, raise the whip. Not that it's a pain in the butt, but it's just, it's one extra thing I have to do. And then if I want to go back to Morse code, I got to go back out, lower the whip again. Is anybody in the room right now that's an amateur radio operator that does parks on the air that could spot me? I would appreciate it if you could. It's going to be one of those days. Let's see. Is there anybody else? If anybody's in the watching, just put in the chat, say hi or something, because honestly, I see the people icon on the top of my stream, and it's telling me 3 people are watching, but it's not telling me which 3 are watching. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Like, they don't tell you, like they should have it set where if you were doing a live stream and I came into your live stream, it should let you know and say, oh, so-and-so just joined your stream. It should let you know. Unfortunately, it doesn't let me know. I don't know if that is a feature that they have that maybe I have to turn on, but as far as the phone is concerned, I went into every setting I got and it doesn't really have an option that says enable viewers when they come into the room. It doesn't do any of that. It just allows me to have the chat, the comments enabled. Other than that, though, I have no idea who's watching. I think maybe 20 meters went to crap. I don't know. I didn't check the solar report. I would go to 40, but then I'm not going to get DX stations, really. Because 40 is short distance. You're only going to get like maybe 800-900 miles on 40 meters, but 20 meters, you get all over the place. But if 20 meters is crap, what's the point of sticking around on 20 unless I go to phone? If I go to phone, then it's a no-brainer. I'll fill the rest of this page up. But I have 4 pages now, all set for the CW side. So that means I have to throw this one in the garbage because it's set for CW. Gotta adjust this key. I don't even know who's watching. This is ridiculous. YouTube's got to do something about this and make it so I know who's coming into the room. You'd think these stations will be all over me trying to get in the log for 12 days of Christmas, but or is that a jammer? I don't know which one. Okay. That was Alpha Delta 9 Charlie Alpha. And he was probably sending fast. He was probably sending at, if I had to guess, way over 25, that's for sure. He was probably like in the 30, he was probably in the 35, 40 range. But I didn't catch him. I caught the Alpha Delta, but I couldn't catch the suffix on the first round. But when he sent it again, I got the rest. I got Charlie 9 Charlie Alpha, and he's in Illinois. 99% of the calls that have a number 9 in them, 99% of them are in Illinois. But back in the day, the way the FCC used to work, back in the day when I became a ham radio operator, like the 2-call region is New York and New Jersey. The 1-call region is like Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. But now, you know, people like let's say I moved to Florida. Okay, let's say I've had N2AKJ for like a super long time. Let's say I don't want to change it to a 4-call. I can keep my call sign, but live in Florida. So nowadays, you hear like an N2AKJ. That guy was in Tennessee, but he could also be in Florida. He could also be in Georgia. He could also be in North Carolina. You know, generally speaking, that's the 4-call region. So, but you really don't know anymore because you can go anywhere you want in the States and keep your present call sign, which I think is kind of screwed up because they should keep it the way it used to be back in the day, because back in the day, you knew where somebody was coming from. So if I heard a 4-call from back in the day, I knew they were either in Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. I knew they were from that area. But now you have no idea anymore. Like, what the hell's his name? what's his name? Omar? I forgot his name, but he has two call signs. He has one for Puerto Rico and he has one for the States. But he lives in New Jersey and he has a 4 call. So you really never know. I have to loosen up this adjustment on the dit side because I'm screwing up. And you would also think that people that have radios that have scopes on them, you'd think they would look at their scope and say, oh, there's a signal there. Let me go to that signal. I don't know, man. But I'm glad Alpha Delta 9 Charlie Alpha worked me. I have a funny feeling that Alpha Delta 9 Charlie Alpha is at a park. I have a funny feeling he's at a park. I couldn't catch his park number, but I think he sent me his park number. And again, I'm in a live stream, so if I try to go into the POTA page, boop, there goes the live stream. It's done. Which I really don't want to do. I wish I had somebody in the room right now that had the POTA page up that could spot me. I'd appreciate that. That'd be pretty cool. Because I only got like 73, 74 amp hours left in my battery. And I don't want to kill the whole battery trying to get one page filled in. I'd rather have somebody respot me, and that way I can get a whole pile up. That way I could, fill up the sheet, obviously. So, these people, a lot of the people that work you, they don't always spot you, which sucks. I spot everybody that I work. When I'm doing a Parks on the Air activity, Kilo Oscar 4 JPR. Virginia. This freaking key is driving me nuts. Yeah, this guy's upstate. Okay. This stupid key is driving me nuts. That was WA9VFD. And he's from North Carolina. KCS. Oh, WE9K. I usually get them onto my other call. Wisconsin. KL and Q. Now they're coming. Finally. North Carolina. That was WD4LNQ. MIT, W9 MIT. Now he's returning to me. Florida. He's in Florida. QRZ, I just sent QRZ. Yeah, this is what we call QRM. That's a jammer that has no point in having a license or a radio in his possession, and he's just trying to make life a living hell. He's trying to chase me off the frequency, but I'm not going anywhere. I don't know why these people are waiting. Just key over them. I don't know. UB1. Okay. W8R&B, okay. Michigan. Oh, that coming, boy. I heard a Q in there. Okay, W0D. Oklahoma. W5K what? Oh, KB. Arkansas. SUS. Oh, SUB, okay. South Carolina. Oh, man. Ask and they will come. Just so much. Okay, KB5VM what? I didn't catch the last one. KB5VM. VML. Okay. See, he was going slow. I kept my effective speed at 23, but I put a lot of Farnsworth in there. That way he could understand. He was in Mississippi. It was KB5 VML in Mississippi. KC4 TWO. Tennessee. It's from Tennessee. It was KC4 TWO in Tennessee. Oh man, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Just because I don't want to go through that. Well, I could cross that out and just put SSB on the notes. But I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to try to fill this first sheet up with CW, and the rest I'm just going to do phone, which is voice, for those that don't know. Phone. When a ham radio operator says I'm going to go on phone, phone means voice. CW means Morse code. And I think once I fill this sheet up, that's if I could fill it up. It's already 12. I'm going to go over to phone just because, not that I don't like Morse code. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing it, or I wouldn't be teaching it. But it just seems like there's more stations that are involved in the special event that are hunting special event stations on voice and not CW. And this happens to be the thing that's been going on for the past couple of days. We've had CW operators, including myself, that just were struggling. But, I mean, I don't know. Yesterday I got lucky. Yesterday I got 32 in the log. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if I start getting crazy pileups, I'll stick with it. Other than that, I keep saying W2I. I need to say W2S. I've been trying to adjust my key, so I got the, I don't have this problem, and This particular key I got is a real pain in the ass to adjust. And it really depends on the temperature that's outside. But I'll try it again. WW8LA. He's really in the noise. I'm 229. Michigan. It was WW8LA. I got 13 more to go to fill up this page. Then hopefully, if I can fill it, that's even if I can fill up the page. But I don't want to mix the page, you know, CW and then SSB and then go to full SSB on the other pages and stuff. I want to try to keep it uniform. Okay, that was NA2B. That was NA2B. Come on, NA2B. I want to get you in the log. Finally. Florida. Q&A, KM4 Q&A. Alabama. KM4 Q&A from Alabama. That's what I just worked. Yep. I think I got to switch up this key. I mean, I like using single lever paddles. I mean, I got a dual lever paddle. I actually got a better key sitting in my glove compartment that I can easily hook up, but I don't know. I like the single lever. because it's a whole different sending style. Because on the paddle, on the dual paddle, you got a key here and a key there, so you're going like this. With a single lever paddle, you're just going like this back and forth, and it's easier. But who the hell is this? I don't even know. I'm not even going to try. What am I at right now? 75% battery strength. Oh, that's great. I may actually have to take a break and recharge my phone, because for some reason I tried, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with YouTube, but when you do a live stream, they give you an option. You could do a vertical or a horizontal, and I've tried doing the horizontal, but when I watched myself on my channel, it wasn't horizontal, it was vertical. So I just left it vertical. But if I did it horizontal, I'd be able to plug my charger in to my phone. But other than that, if anybody's a ham radio operator and you know Morse code and you want to try to work my special event station, I'm on 14.065. If you want to try to work me, but if you're in New York, we're probably not going to get each other because our signals are going to skip right over each other. But if you're out of state, we might have a chance. It's supposed to snow later. That's why I'm trying to get as many contacts as I can so I can pack up before the snow happens. Oh, K9IS. I know this guy. .559, Wisconsin. That was cool. K8CPW. Florida. Oh, that was Sweden. That's Sweden. I'm working a station in Sweden right now from New York. SM5DXT. N9G. N9GZ. Illinois. IGY. WD9IGY. Wisconsin. W9XT. What am I doing here? I was writing 19 instead of 17. Screwing up my times here. And for those of you that don't know much about Parks on the Air, so when you upload your logs to Parks on the Air, they want a couple of things. They want the time, they want the call sign, they want the band, and they want the mode. If you worked the station at another park, they want the park-to-park number. But they implemented something where, so if somebody who I just worked was at a park, obviously they didn't tell me their park number. Once I upload my log to POTA, the algorithm will match my times with the times of the person that was at the other park that worked me. And it'll say, oh, W2S worked, blah, 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 blah. They were both at a park. Boom. Now they got the park to park. So I don't necessarily have to enter the park number, but I do anyway. So what I'll do is when I go home, as I'm doing my log, as I have my computer up, I'll go on my phone and I'll open up the POTA app on my phone and I'll go to my hunter's log and I'll see everybody who worked me from a park, and then I'll go back to my log sheet that I had from the park and I'll fill in those park numbers. So when I go through the log, I don't miss a beat, which is a little bit more work and it's more of a pain in the ass. But if I want that park to park, which I obviously do, I got to do it. And it's just so instilled in my head because before they did this update and the Parks on the Air thing, it's what I did. That's the way you had to do it. You had to put the park number in, otherwise it would just show the person being a hunter and not a park to park. So I've done it so many times repetitiously, it's just I just automatically do it. I don't even think about it. But if I didn't do it, I would still get the park to park anyway, now that they revised the algorithm. But what are you going to do? They're always making changes. And what the hell is going on over here? Oh, I don't know. Need 5 more. I don't know. The band's up and down. I get them in spurts. I don't know. I was going to switch to my other key, but if I plan on going on phone, what's the point? I really need people to respot me, but nobody's respotting me, I don't think. That was pretty cool. I got Sweden, and he was loud. Yeah, Sierra Mike 5, Delta X-Ray Tango. And all the Sierra Mikes are from Sweden. So I got a Swedish station, which is cool. It would be nice if it was one of my friends. My friend David, he lives in Sweden. He lives 20 kilometers away from the Arctic Circle. I would love to get him in the log, no doubt about it. I would love to get him in the log. Unfortunately, every time me and him try to work each other, it just never happens. Don't know why, I couldn't tell you. But now that I have a break, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch keys, because I'm going to switch the keys around. Not that I want to, but I'm sick and tired of having to constantly adjust this damn thing. Let's go in the glove compartment. Oh, God. I always carry another key with me. So I'll show you what the key I was using is, for those of you that don't know about Morse code. So the key I was using that was driving me nuts is this one. CW Morse, single lever paddle. So this is the DAS, that's the DITS. Okay. It's a 3.5 millimeter jack. You plug into here, the other end goes into the radio, and it's DAS and DITS. Da 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 da. That's CQ. That's what CQ sounds like. So I got that one. Well, I got a whole ton of keys. I probably got about 6 keys with me, but I always keep one in the car because I belong to the Long Island CW Club, and our motto is have key will travel. So I gotta live up to the name of the club, so I always have a key in my glove compartment. Because you never know when you're driving around and you got a buddy of yours that's at a park, you happen to be in the area, and you know he does CW, and you want to get a quick activation in, you don't have your radio with you or nothing, and he lets you get on the air. You're like, hey man, I got my key in the car, I'll just grab it out of the car. So that's another reason why I keep a key in the car. This key tends, Yeah, this is another key by C.W. Morse, another one. This is a steel base, but as you can see, on the bottom, I got the rubber feet, but you don't see any drill holes because on the base of this, underneath there, it has magnets. It has 2 in the back, 2 in the front. So it sticks right to the base. And they call this an iambic because you could squeeze key. So if I hold these 2 keys together, it'll go da-da, 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 da-da. But that's a whole different type of method of sending. I never learned how to do iambic, but I like the way I do it. It gets me by. I got a bug. Now you're probably like, what does he mean? He's got a bug. You got different types of keys. You got dual lever paddles, single lever paddles, cooties, side swipers, bugs. Now a bug is a semi-automatic key. So it has a pendulum on it, like a weight. And when I hit the dit side, the weight will make the lever go like this. So it'll go dit, 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 dit. Now, depending where I move the weights, I can either make it send faster or send slower. The DA side, I have to do manually. So I have to make every single DA to create the character that I want to send, but the dit is automatic. So that's why they call it a semi-automatic. And the key that I have is a 1954 Vibroplex Lightning that I bought at a Hamfest. It's in really good condition except for the cosmetics. I got to clean it up. Other than cleaning it up, it works fine. I've already had it hooked up to the radio to make sure it works. It hasn't been on the air yet. I got to get my bug fist better. I don't want to make a jerk out of myself on the air, but I'll get there eventually. Oh, it sends so much, but this key is so much better. Oh my God. Maybe I'll put that single lever in the box with the rest of my other 18 keys that I have. Let me just move the seat down a little bit because the angle of the way my arm is positioned, I'm not sending good. Even if I could just fill this page with 36. Somebody just sent the letter N. So I just said N question mark. I sent the question mark. So I'm basically saying N what? What you call? N what? Now, I have a whole bunch of straight keys, and I love straight keys, trust me. I mean, not a lot of people like straight keys. A mutual friend of the Long Island CW Club and the SKCC, and I don't know the other clubs that she's affiliated with. But one of my friends, she despises the straight key. I don't know why. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the nice thing about a straight key is if you want to learn Morse code, I would extremely suggest using a straight key. Why? You're probably asking, why a straight key? Well, with the keys I just showed you, you're using the keyer of the radio to make the perfect dits and the perfect DAWs. With a straight key, every single dit and every single DAW you have to make yourself. And that will teach you better muscle memory to hand coordination. And it will give you a better idea of the spacing and the character formation and element formation of each character. So that's why in the Long Island CW Club, we suggest using a straight key. Not that we're against it. I mean, if you got arthritis in your hands, carpal tunnel, whatever, by all means, if you can use a paddle and that will help you learn, by all means, go for it. But if you're able to use a straight key, we would much rather you use a straight key when we're teaching you whatever class we may be teaching you. I happen to be a sending instructor, so my job is after you get out of the Beginners 1 and the Beginners 2 class. The Beginners 3 is like the Get on the Air class. So, I mean, usually what people do is after they go, or even while they're in the class, BC1 and BC2, they'll come to my class. And there's other sending instructors in the club too as well, not only me. And what we do is after they learn all the characters and pro signs and abbreviations and whatnot, my job is to show them how to take everything they learned and how to properly send them, how to properly space them, how to properly send words. And my friend Michelle, KC1UML in Massachusetts, I got to tell you, she is a prodigy. She was my prodigy of my class. I mean, she came into my class. She couldn't even send the letter C. She couldn't send this. She couldn't send C. So I got her to start sending the letter C. She started getting it down. I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, after being in my class, she's out in the park. She's doing parks on the air activations in CW. It blew my mind. I was like, holy, you know what? I'm like, damn, she's already going out to the park. That's awesome. And now that she's rapidly increasing in her proficiency so fast, now she's an associate instructor. And not only that, she joined the SKCC, and now she's a Tribune. She went from a Centurion to a Tribune in like no time flat. I can't believe how fast she went from C to T. Now she's going for her senator. In the SKCC, getting an S at the end of your SKCC number is one of the highest ranks you can get. So, and mind you, I said one of the highest. They have plenty of other rankings. And if she rapidly went from C to T, she's going to get S in no time flat. Absolutely, positively, beyond the shadow of a doubt. She's banging them out like this. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just so proud of her. I just can't believe how fast she went up the ladder. I mean, like 0 to 60 real quick. But I'm proud of her. She's doing really good, man. And I was really proud to have her as a student. So I miss her, I miss her coming into my class when I do it. But now, she's moved up and over the rainbow, shall I say. Now she's going to become an instructor. So maybe, hopefully, once ever she gets assigned to a class, hopefully if it doesn't conflict with my class, maybe she could swing in sometimes from time to time and say, hi, what's up? Help me out, maybe. But other than that, let me see if I can get some more people on here. Otherwise, I'm going to switch the phone. I know Roger is working, so he's probably not going to be able to respond back to me. Because I was going to have him respot me, but... Oh, no wonder why I accidentally hit... I was on... It's on 65.9. Let me hit the lock button so I don't accidentally... Oh, and I just shut my radio off. Oh, give me a sec. There we go. Now it's locked. I can't change the frequency. Ah, brother. All I need is like one, two, three, four. I only need 5 more. And I can fill this page. I'd rather have the page full than not. Okay, K4UI. Kentucky. Now, guys, it's getting about that time. I'm at 1 hour and 41 minutes right now. Apparently, YouTube has, I guess, a timer built in where once it goes up to like 1 hour and 54 minutes or something, it automatically cuts my stream off. So if you see me doing something or talking, and then all of a sudden the live stream ends, it's not me ending it. It's them ending it. So what I will do at that point, I will respot myself on the POTA page, and I will start a new live stream. Why did he say good morning? It's 1:45. And he's low, but I'm getting him. He said 73. That was NY4FD. But when he was sending his call sign just now, instead of him sending a D, he sent an L. But I know who he is because I've worked him before, so I know I got the call sign right. I just sent QRZ, but not too many people know QRZ on the air on CW. I don't know why. Three more. That's it. Three more, and I'm gonna switch over the phone. It's just not that I don't. Obviously, obviously, you guys know I know how to do CW. It's kind of obvious. I'm working stations, but I want to fill these pages up. I want to get at least 4 pages, and the only reason why I'm really doing CW is because one of my moderators on my YouTube channel here, which I don't think he's here because he's working, but he suggested to me the other day, why don't you do CW? What do you got to lose? Do CW. You know how to do CW. You're an instructor in the club. Do it. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I got 32 in the log. It was a good day, as propagation was in my favor. But I'm really struggling to get this sheet today filled in, and I think it's because of propagation. If I had to bet, but not only that, but not everybody's. Somebody was asking QRL. That's why I had to jump on it real quick and say Roger, 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 and start calling CQ. Because if you don't respond back to them, they take your frequency. Sometimes some of them, they can't hear you. So even if you respond back to them, some of them, for whatever reason, they can't hear you and they just start calling CQ. See, but what I would do, not everybody does this. What I do is when I'm going to do a POTA, I go on the Parks on the Air spotting page and I look. And I say to myself, okay, what frequency do I want to operate on? Okay, 14.065 is clear. Let me look on the spotting page and see who's at a park, and let me see who's on 20 meters. If they're really close to 6.5 or if somebody's on 6.5. Because the odds are, even if I don't hear them, they might be able to hear me on their frequency, and I don't want to intrude. But not everybody does that, though. All right, well, you know what, guys? Looks like the CW portion is went to crap. So let me give you a count of how many I did so far on CW. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I did 33. I made 33 contacts. So, I mean, 33 is better than 0. Wasn't trying to rag chew? Who the hell is this person? Call, please. I said call. I said call, please, meaning I want their call sign. Oh, K2ZMM. Okay, I got it. K2ZMM. Okay. Let me just write it down. And I speaking to me in the chat.